Hey, out Tunicare, back from our Golden Sun, the Lost Age. Last time, we got through the sea, we tackled the Sea of Time, made it through, and got here to, Lemuria, Piers' home. We're checking out Lemuria while we can't go into the palace and talk to King Hydros. Are you the warriors from beyond the Sea of Time who returned with Piers? What can you uncivilized lives hope to bring to Lemuria? Come on, May, I cannot approve of anyone setting alchemy loose on the world. Long ago, the power of alchemy has these don't really matter a whole lot. So, they're just a bunch of... They think things are fine as is, don't have to do anything. You seek to know more about the draughts that provide us with such longevity. Once Lemurians bottled vessel, a man named Bobby stole the remainder of a precious draught and fled Lemuria. So Bobby took the last of it and skedaddled, and then he ran out of it. We're the only children in Lemuria. I often wish there were other children for us to play with. It has been many, many years since a new child was born in Lemuria. Lemurians love children, but they only remain children for such a short time. Do you wish to test your luck at the Spring of Lemuria? Go ahead, test your luck. So this is the Lucky Medal game from Colby. It is back. So if you get lucky medals, this is the place to go. Womp womp. But got me in a Minerva helm, so not bad. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Wahoo! We got a summon tablet. Not bad. Can now summon Eclipse, 3 Jupiter, 2 Mercury. That's the big thing that you want here. Hey, landed in the purple center again. We got Erebus not too shabby. Really kind of clean it up on this fountain. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Perfect. More Erebus armor. Absolutely not. They're there just doing some inventory cleanup. It is what it is. More post-commentating. So back we go to the Lemurian Spring. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. You know, or a whammy. That's fine. So, crafted gloves. Not great, but you know, it is what it is. What it is. Hey, right in the center. Boop, boop. Got the Hestia blade. And not even bad. That's really great. Let's just throw some money in there for... You won 20 coins! Yay! So now let's have a look at the Estia blade. Might as well give it to Piers. More inventory management. Raises attack, not too shabby. I could get these to Shiva. Yeah, there we go. I really need to sell some things. I am running out of space here. Holy guacamole. Now we're having a look at this. This is all well and good, but actually I can't do this yet, so I'm just being a big dumb by coming up here. Nothing to do here yet. There will be a time and place for that. So, me still thinking there's something I can do up here. There's not. Just gotta wait. I just don't know when to quit. So, now we're really gonna get out of here and go see. This chicken is like completely in the way. Using growth. Come down here. The Lemurians are so lazy they make me look like a dynamo, and they live so long! Oh, not the party running out of room. That I couldn't get the hard nut. Let's boost defense. Excellent. So now we're just having a look over here. And off we go. Back to check out the rest of Lemuria. Or, you know, could totally miss. Because perspective is weird sometimes. A lucky medal! That's perfect for the spring! One more time, let's go. Drop the armored shell. Wahoo. Now, ow, wahoo. No one in Lemuria feels any passion for anything. They're lazier than a cat in a sunbeam. It's a graveyard. But everything's too worn away. Just me being a doofus about the graveyard. And I'm just running around being a doofus. I shall probably just cut ahead to next time I find something useful. See you in a minute. Here we go. This is something. Are you the travelers that came here with Piers? I'm sorry that it has taken me so long to visit, Uncle. Piers, you are alive! Yes, I've managed to survive against a great many trials. What a fascinating coincidence! We've stumbled across Piers' uncle's house. I must thank you all for looking after my nephew. This is Felix and Cradden. They are my friends and have aided me tremendously. If my sister could only hear how timid young Piers has become a mighty warrior. Where is my mother? We've been so busy since we arrived that I haven't had a chance to see her. Now that I think about it, this place is a mess. What happened? Mother is always so neat. No, she hasn't fallen ill again, has she? There's still illness in Lemuria? My mother was born with a weak heart. Piers, I'm sorry. Your return comes too late. After the tidal wave washed you to sea, your mother suddenly fell ill. The shock of losing you was too great for her poor heart. She held out hope for your safe return until the very end. Perhaps your mother gave herself up to ensure your survival. Does that not sound like your mother? Where is she now? She rests in the cemetery now. Check the headstones. You will find her. What should we do, Felix? Should we follow Piers? Absolutely not, man. You're right. Piers probably needs some time alone right now. I'm so relieved that Piers has returned to me alive. He's the last of my relatives. Without him, I would be alone. Poor Piers, being born in Lemuria and gifted with long life. Only to lose his father in his youth and his mother now. He faces many long years of loneliness. Wait. I ask that you leave Piers to his mourning for now. Now he is struggling with the loss of his mother. He needs time. You came to Lemuria to learn more of alchemy, did you not? I suspected as much. Piers was right to bring you here. Piers told me his secret, the mission he was given by His Highness the King. Even had the tidal wave not carried Piers off, he would have left us. Such was his fate. You look confused. Piers told you about this, did he not? Curious, I can't understand why he would do that. If Lord Conservato had not led the Senate to oppose him, he would have left sooner. I wonder what news Piers has brought with him. Either way, I do know why he has brought you here. Felix, don't tell me that he hasn't at least told you that much. Did Piers tell you nothing before bringing you here to Lemuria? Unfortunately, I know little more than that. While Piers confronts his sorrow over the loss of his mother, you have some time. I shall write you a letter, so that you can see Lunpa. Lunpa has locked himself in his tower and rarely comes out, but if I send him this, he will see you. All I need is a bird to carry it to him in his tower. Whee! Bird's out the window. There, you should be able to see him now. Go to Lumpa's tower. He will see you. So we're off to see the tower, the wonderful tower of Lunpa. So yes, now there's actually something to do here. Except I did the wrong thing. Because you're supposed to go down the stairs. Honestly, I'm amazed that anyone can travel so far across the world in this age. Say, Piers isn't with you. Why not? His mother passed away. He's gone to visit her grave. Of course. His mother. He loved her dearly. A terrible loss. It must be hard on him. Well, Piers may not be here, but we still have much to discuss. If Piers brought you, you must be working to break the seal on alchemy, right? Ah, Piers has done quite well in finding you. What mission could the good King Hydros have assigned to Piers? What? Piers has told you nothing of his mission? Really? So it actually have nothing at all to do with alchemy? Our parents were kidnapped by the Fire Clan far to the north. We are only firing the lighthouse beacons to gain their freedom. King Hydros told me that Venus and Mercury have been ignited once again. Was that your doing? I'm afraid I know nothing of any Northern Fire Clan. That doesn't explain you, sir. You're clearly not related to these two. What are your goals? Cratton joined us on this quest on behalf of Lord Bobby of Tolden. Bobby? I only know of one man named Bobby, but it couldn't. Master Lunpa, the Bobby we speak of is the same man you knew long ago. Ah, so he's still out there, living in the outside world? Well, that might not be the most accurate way of putting it. Most accurate? My, you certainly have an odd way of turning a phrase. He was living, yes, until recently, that is. So, Bobby passed away, but only recently, you say? When he finally ran out of his mystic draughts, his spirit began to wane. Then, I no longer know anyone in the world outside. But, aren't you Lunpa, the righteous thief? I was called that once, long, long ago. Why do you ask? I'll bet there's at least one person in the outside world whom you still know. Who would that be? There's a town called Lunpa in northern Angara. A man named Dompa lives there. I settled that village, and Dompa, he is my son. Now your grandson, Dompa, rules over your village. Rules? Rules is an ill-sounding word. But it's an accurate one, Lunpa. Dompa is an evil thief who has caused much trouble in Angara. What has become of my son? How could he permit such a thing to happen? Master Lunpa, don't you have any idea how old Dompa is? He is as I am, an old man. He may be older even than I. If this news outrages you, why don't you go and set the Lunpa straight? If only I could. Is this the only reason we're here? To bring news of the outside world? No, we're here to learn about alchemy. Yes. I'm sorry we were sidetracked. We have much more to discuss. Before we begin, there is one thing I must say. You don't mind, do you, Felix? Clearly your judgment on this matter is fogged, Felix. I must speak. I think I hit the wrong button. I've discussed this with none but Felix, but I have my own reasons for this quest. What do you mean? Only that I have my own reasons for wanting to see the beacons lit again. Why are you telling us all of this now? Because I feel this quest is deeply linked to Lemuria. My reading speeds are so weird. I cannot time this. I thought it odd that Lord Bobby should order me to research alchemy. Hey, wait a minute. Is this what you promised to tell us once we reach Lemuria? Yes. May I continue? Long ago, before alchemy's power was sealed, there were many civilizations as advanced and cultivated as Lemuria. At the moment that alchemy was sealed away, most of those civilizations began to wane, until eventually they vanished. I have formed certain theories now, suggesting that this may be related to the seal on alchemy. Let me get this straight. You felt you couldn't tell us this until we were in Lemuria? And you only wanted to come to Lemuria to test your theories and see if they were true. But even if everything you said is true, what does it all mean? If your theories are correct, the world itself will wane and vanish, won't it, Cradden? Piers never spoke of this to you, did he? If you came to this theory on your own, you are indeed a wise scholar. This game has to blow smoke up his butt. We would do well to trust you. What do you mean? King Hydros and I, as well as others in Lemuria, hold the same beliefs that you do, Cradden. You do? Civilizations thrive by building upon the knowledge of the past. Knowledge gained in one generation should be taken even further by the next. Thus, knowledge and learning continue to grow. This is the natural course of civilization. But where is the world today? The great civilizations of old have all withered and vanished. We are all isolated and alone. You have encountered many cultures in your travels. Are any of them capable of building the great sanctums and lighthouses you have seen? No, they are not. This is not the only sign of the decay you have theorized. I think it best that you hear the rest directly from His Majesty, King Hydros. Yes, Cradden, we shall go to visit the king. Ah, but King Hydros is in council with Lord Conservato. We might not be allowed in. Conservato? That fool. He refuses to acknowledge what he can see with his own eyes. I will meet with the king and press our evidence upon Conservato. Come with me! Gah! Stupid door! Ha-ya! Pa! At last you are open! To the king's chambers! I love him. Lunpa ought to be as old as Lord Bobby was, but he has so much energy! He's got a fire in him. I do wish I could have heard more about Lord Bobby, though. But come, Felix, to the king's palace we go. Off we go. I love Lunpa. He has... It's true. He's got such a fire in him. I don't know what I'm doing. Going back in? But... Pa! Stupid door! At last you are open! Love that. He just, like, ran headfirst into it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be going to the palace. I think I'm trying to look for Piers. But Piers is also not in the graveyard anymore, so it's like, I think I was trying to look for Piers, but you just gotta go to the palace and he'll be there, but I'm just kind of running around. Now that Piers has returned, maybe he'll share his tales of the outside world with me. I've never been outside of Lemuria. I don't know what the rest of the world is like. If there weren't laws prohibiting us from leaving, I would be gone in an instant. So they're not allowed to leave. Up we go, it's time to go to the palace. If you seek the counsel of His Highness the King, follow this passage to the doors at the end. His Highness never leaves a meeting with Conservato in a good mood. Good luck! Conservato and the King were yelling so loudly that I could hear them from out here. It's not a good sign. He is still in chambers with Lord Conservato. Why is he gaining... blah, 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 blah. In the outside exit, we're standing on the roof. The Senate holds King Hydros in poor regard because he favors Lumpa's wisdom over their own. So he's smart, because he's not listening to a bunch of old fools. He's listening to an energetic old fool. You are Lord Felix, correct? It would seem the warriors of which you have spoke have arrived. So it would, Your Highness. I shall call them to us immediately. There is no need, Lunpa. Let us go to them. Hydros, would you see me dishonored thus? They ought to present themselves to us. I'm not going to give him the voice, is annoying. I do not go to present myself to them, Conservato. I am merely going to where they are. I have something that I wish to show everyone. Regardless of your reasons, sire, I will not go to them. Do as you will, Conservato. However, we shall go. Leave him standing there like a fool. I heard of your arrival. It is quite remarkable that you were able to reach Lemuria. Welcome. Allow me to introduce my companions. This is Sheba, Jenna, Felix, and Cradden. Cradden is the one who told me of the outside world civilizations, of their condition. Ah, Cradden. Lumpa describes you as a remarkable scholar. Your research impressed us. Thank you, Your Highness. Your theories are correct. Our world is now on a path to destruction. And who has decided this? You, Hydros? Some civilizations advance, surely, but that is the way of the outside world. Look around you. Lemuria remains unchanged. It's crumbling. Don't delude yourself. Lemuria has been in slow decline for ages now, but that can wait. My most trusted scholars have reached this conclusion after extensive research. I sent Piers to confirm this for me. So you admit it, Hydros. You violated the directive of the Senate. You used the tidal wave as your chance to send Piers away, despite our commands. You are incorrect. The tidal wave carried me away by chance alone. Conservato, you must know that the tidal wave was caused by Poseidon's return. Only a fool would have chosen to send a man to see if he knew that this would have happened. What was it that you intended to have Piers confirm? This map shows the ancient world, when Lemuria still traded with people on the many continents. It was a great age, a time when the world shined brightly. And this is the map Lunpa had with him when he arrived in Lemuria 150 years ago. I used this map to sail around the world. It is quite accurate. Incredible! You understand, Crowden? What do you understand? Well, unless my eyes deceive me, the continents have shrunk since the Golden Age. That's insane! It is not insane, it is true! Perhaps this will make the point more clearly. Look at these two maps side by side. There's no mistaking it. The continents on Lumpa's maps are clearly smaller. Lies! Nothing but lies! What a piece of shit. What do you hope to gain from foisting these lies upon our people? You know well that I hope to gain nothing more than the truth, Conservato. And who do you expect will believe such nonsense? If you do not believe the evidence before your eyes, what do you believe? Do you believe the Lemurian map to be accurate to this day? Tell me, Piers, you were able to investigate this matter, were you not? Thanks to Felix and my companions, I was able to travel much of the Eastern Sea. And what did you find? I found, in truth, that Lumpa's map is the more accurate of the two. However, the world seems even smaller now than it appears on Lumpa's map. What are you saying? Time itself has stopped. Think of Wayrd as a living, breathing being, possessing its own life force. The four elements are the nourishment needed to sustain this being. Cred, this is exactly what King Hydros himself has said to me. Ever since alchemy was sealed away, the world has been cut off from its nourishment. It has gone into a state akin to hibernation. By using less energy, Wayrd prolongs its life. Yet when hibernating, the being has only stopped its own clock, not the flow of time around it. When a bear sleeps through the winter, it needs only wait for spring to come. When it awakens, it can nourish its weakened body again. But if spring never comes, the bear will eventually die. Wayrd is wasting away, its continent shrinking, because its spring has never come. Hydros, how can you make such outrageous claims? The world is not alive! Tell me, Conservato, why do you think Poseidon has returned? Do you have the answer, Hydros? The elemental lighthouses. Felix and his companions have lit the beacons on both Mercury and Venus Lighthouse. What? Have you any idea what will happen if you set that evil loose upon the world again? Yeah, we're gonna save it. You know that it could bring about the destruction of the world, and yet you did it anyway. My lord, you cannot possibly intend for these people to light the remaining beacons? Yes, Conservato Kurosaki. I do indeed, Conservato, and I also fear the possibility that alchemy will destroy the world. But I cannot stand by, knowing as I do that the world will wither and die if we do not act. This is madness, Hydros. Does the threat of alchemy mean so little to you? Would you put the world in even greater danger to satisfy your theories? With only 2 of the beacons lit, I assume you intend to send Piers out again? And I will go, Lord Conservato. Felix has need of my power. Then go, Piers. But if you do, say farewell, for you will never be able to return. You will be banished from Lemuria forever. You know our laws. Are you prepared for the outcome? I myself am disgusted by the whole matter. I take my leave of you, Hydros. But I warn you, I will not permit you to go through with this madness. What will you do, Your Highness? I knew this outcome was inevitable. But I could not sit silent while our world drifted down the path of its destruction. I want you to light the remaining beacons before you return. That's what we intend to do, but we cannot leave the Eastern Sea. I've already heard of this problem from Piers. This is something I found by accident in some ruins back in my days as a thief. I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to contain some powerful synergy. Seems to? You are not certain? It is a synergy that we Lemurians are unable to use. I understand you travel with many different kinds of adepts, do you not, Felix? If we include Piers in our numbers, we have one adept for each of the 4 elements. Then at least one of you should be able to use the synergy that this contains. King Hydros believes the item can only be used by one who wields synergy of the earth. If I'm not mistaken, it is a powerful synergy we call Grind. If you master this synergy, the reefs that block your way shall pose no trouble anymore. With Grind, you should be able to create a path by which you can sail into the Western Sea. Go, brave adepts, by your hands may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more. That synergy is quite powerful. It can only be trusted to a very few number of people. That His Highness has given it to you should illustrate blah blah blah. I have no doubt that your journey will be fraught with ever-increasing danger. But we are counting on you, Felix. You must sail to the Western Sea. Do not worry about Lemuria. Ignite the elemental beacons. Conservato lacks the conviction to discuss these matters with the people of Lemuria. His Majesty has come to this decision on his own, without the counsel of his advisors. This is why I must remain by his side and support his decision. Do not listen to Conservato. We cannot let the world wither and die. Go, brave adepts. By your hands, blah blah blah. My people may not desire change, but I cannot let that stop me. I do this not for myself, but for all those yet to be born throughout Wales. A true hero. Got the grindstone. Wahoo. Yeah, he might as well learn it, because he needs it. So. Not me, just looking around the palace in Trunk. Oh, look, a bedroom! Nothing to loot. Yeah, I was gonna loot the king. What of it? I was gonna loot King Hydros. Don't leave stuff around. It's an RPG! Don't look at me like that. Alright, so now we can finally start. Lemuria, this was a lot of talking. This one was so much talking. I'm so sad that this one was done without my mic, because I'm sad I had to redo this. So, I think I thought there was something I could trigger with Piers and the Greys, but I think it only triggers if you come here before you talk to Lunpa, because he's not here afterwards. But I'm just being a goob. But, yeah. So, well, I guess with that being said, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment down in the section below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll drop a link to the Discord server down in the description below, as well as a link to all my social medias, my live stream channel, and the collaborative channel I'm a part of, the Castaway Collaborative. So, thanks again for watching. Next time on Golden Sun, The Lost Age, we're going to be departing from Lemuria and see where that takes us. See you guys then.